Hello Booktube and welcome to my bookshelves. Today I'm going to do the Booktube Newbie Tag. So this is the Booktube Newbie Tag, and question 1 is, why did you start this channel? I've been watching Booktube videos for a few months, 4 or 5 months, and following a few of you on Twitter and commenting on some of your videos, and seeing how nice and friendly people were, I decided to take the plunge. So I grabbed my phone, started recording, and let's see how it goes. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Well, I don't think fun and unique are going to be words to describe this channel. I'm going to sit here in front of my bookshelves and talk about books. I can bring a theatrical twist because I'm in a local drama group and we do plays 3 times a year, so I can bring play reviews and rehearsal updates, so there'll be a theatre twist to this channel. Question 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm most excited about just talking to people about books and finding out your favourite authors and genres and picking up books that I probably would have passed over in bookshops based on your recommendations. So yeah, it's a voyage of discovery, really. Question 4. Why do you love reading? Now this is a good question, and I've got 2 answers. I think when I was young, reading was an escape and sort of a fantasy world. I can use my imagination, shut myself away for a while. But I think as I grow older, I read to learn, I think, to discover new cultures, places, people, points of view. So I like to discover something that I haven't known before when I read. Question 5. What book or series got you into reading? My first memories of reading were the Famous 5 books. When I was younger, absolutely loved the Famous 5 books. I even read them to my stepson when he was young. So the Famous 5 books got me into reading, but I think the book that made me fall in love with reading was The Never-Ending Story by Michael Ende. That book was I read that when I was young, but that still stays with me. And I can still picture the opening sequence where Bastian sees that book in the bookshop and steals it and hides away in the attic to read on his own. And the joy of opening that book, I think that stayed with me for a long time. Question 6. What questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? Well, as a Booktube newbie, a lot of my questions are technical based, like what equipment do you use, what editing software do you use, how do you upload. This is all quite new to me still, and I'm learning as I go. Another question I'd like to ask some booktubers: how do you read so much? I can read 5, 6 books a month, but there are some booktubers out there who can read double that, 12, 14 books in a month. I mean, how do you do that? Question 7. What challenges do you think starting a Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Well, as my previous answer, the technical aspect. I'm not technically minded, and I'm learning about the editing software, I'm making a few mistakes, and so I think the technical aspect. Question 8. When did you start reading? I started very young, I believe. I always remember having a book with me. When I was 8, 9, I can remember spending many a happy Saturday morning in the library, checking out the new books. So very young, I think. Question 9. Where do you read? The answer to that is anywhere, really. I've always got a book with me, and if I get a spare 10 minutes to sit down, I will read. The only place I can't read is in the car. If I'm a passenger in a car and I start to read, I get terribly car sick. But if I'm on a bus or train absolutely fine. I can read no problem. It's just, for some reason, being a passenger in a car, I can't read. Most of my reading is done, I'll say this quietly, at work. I have a job where I work mainly on my own, and I can get away with a few chapters here and there when no one's looking. Question 10. What type of books do you like to read? Detective fiction is my go-to, especially the golden age, what they call the cozy mysteries. Although I don't like that term, cozy mystery. So yeah, the golden age detective genre, that's what I like to go to. I do like the fantasy, Terry Pratchett. I've just finished Lord of the Rings, P.G. Wodehouse, that sort of thing. But the reason for starting this channel, I think, is to broaden my reading horizons, learn new authors, new books, which will come from your recommendations. I like a good detective series as well. I can, with the same recurring characters. I'm halfway through the Inspector Morse books at the moment, and yeah, I can really get my teeth into a good long series. Yeah. So that's my Booktube Newbie Tag. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below, and follow me on Twitter, and thank you for watching. And why not death, rather than living torment? To die is to be banished from myself, and Sylvia is myself. Banished from her is self from self, a deadly banishment. What light is light if Sylvia be not seen? What joy is joy if Sylvia be not by? Unless it be to think that she is by, and feed upon the shadow of perfection. Except I be by Sylvia in the night, there is no music in the nightingale. Unless I look on Sylvia in the day, there is no day for me to look upon. She is my essence, and I leave to be, if I be not by her, fair influence fostered, illumined, cherished, kept alive. I fly not death to fly his deadly doom. Tarry I here, I but attend on death, but fly I hence? I fly away from life.